I got way more views than I was expecting on my fishing guide, so firstly thank you for that. It made me very happy indeed. But one thing I was asked is, can I make one for botany next? I can. Here it is. So I have some bad news for the crafters. You're going to have to use some of your leaves. Now, you won't have to use too many, because there are other methods to use in conjunction with the leaves. When it comes to leaves, make sure you have access to the area before accepting, and then choose the two that have the highest amount of XP. Do those, turn them in, rinse and repeat. So for the first method to use in conjunction, do your damn job quest if you haven't already. They go up to level 70, they give quite a lot of XP, and they give you some very, very useful skills. In a similar vein, go to the Crystarium and take up the Crystarium deliveries for botany. Once again, if you haven't already, these give an insane amount of XP, and quite a lot of White Gatherer scripts as well. If you've already done all your job quests and the Crystarium deliveries, don't worry about it, carry on with the leaves, and implement the next method. Collectibles. Every day in Thavnair at 2 AM and 2 PM, a node will spawn. Make sure you have the Truth of Forest ability active, and you'll see them spawn. Time to give a very quick rundown of how collectability now works. You go to the node, you select the item you want, and a little window will appear, showing you all the actions you can take and what effects they will have. Now, I won't claim to be an expert, I don't really know what I'm doing, but this is my method. Step 1. Spam Brazen Woodsman until you reach the collectability you want. Step 2. Use ageless words to increase the integrity as far as you can. Step 3. Press the collect button. Of course, you want to find a balance between collectability and the number of items you actually collect. For me, I found that getting into the second band was usually enough, since it let me gather 3 or 4 of the items. There are other abilities, of course, that you can use as well. The Scour increases it by a fixed amount and reduces integrity by 1. Meticulous Woodsman increases the quality by 75% of Scour, however there's a chance that it won't reduce integrity. I found this doesn't really pop enough to make it that useful though. Brazen Woodsman increases at a random amount from 50% to 150%, and I found that's usually the best option to really boost that collectability up. The node appears at 2 AM and 2 PM every in-game day in Thavnair at this location on the map. You can use the alarm feature in-game to set an alarm just to give you that notification so you can head off and collect. So, to give a quick summary. First, do some leaves. Second, do your job quests and the Crystarium deliverables if you haven't already. Step 3, do collectibles at 2 AM and 2 PM every in-game day. That's really all you need to get up to level 90. It will take you around 3 to 4 hours, depending on how many of those options are open to you and how many leaves you use. Of course, make sure you have a food buff, an FC buff, and a manual buff. That's all. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know. It doesn't have to be a guide, doesn't have to be Final Fantasy, just let me know. I hope this was of some use.